Hey, this is Sasha, and welcome to another episode here on Backstage Income, where I share with you how to build and grow a profitable business. Now, in today's episode, we're going to take a look at a product ecosystem. So if you're developing a business online, or if you're thinking of developing any kind of business at all, you need to be thinking about an ecosystem within your business. And it's one of the more profitable ways to increase your revenue, to increase your sales, and to really just start thinking about your business, not just as a single product business, but as a real business that's generating revenue from multiple product streams and how customers are connected from all sorts of areas. So let's get started. All right, so when we look at a product ecosystem, we're going to cover four main things. We're going to take a look at what is it. I'm going to share with you kind of an idea behind it. We'll take a look at scaling and growing and the retention of the business, and I'll give you a quick tip at how money is made. So first, let's get started on what is a product ecosystem. Now, for many people just starting out, if you're brand new to building a business, a lot of people, they think of their single product right here as their business, and then they go ahead and they try to sell it, and they go ahead and they try to sell it, and it's a single stream income. It's one product, that's the money you're making. Whether you're writing your book, right? It's making you money, and every time you get a sale, you're getting money. Now, this is fine and good in the sense of, hey, you got your product and it's making you revenue consistently time and time again, but unfortunately, it's one product. If you look at some of the big boys like Apple, Microsoft, any company at all that's quite big, they normally have multiple product streams, or in other words, an ecosystem. So if I take a look at Apple, okay, and you look at their whole business structure, they don't just have one product in the mix. What they do is they have one product that might be, the iPhone, okay? Then they have another product over here that generates some more revenue. Here's the iPad. Then another one that generates a little more, it could be the iMac or the tablets, the laptops, all those kinds of things. They have the iWatch. So they have a handful of products that are generating revenue and income for them. So when they're making money and they have this one customer, well, it's not just from one product like a normal person would think of when they're first starting their business. They have multiple streams. So they're going and making money from all of these. So let's say a customer wants to buy an iPhone. Well, if they like the iPhone right here, well, they might decide to buy an iWatch. So instead of one customer being, let's say, a $500 customer, it could end up being a $1,000 customer, or $1,500 customer, or $2,500 customer, especially if they buy 3 times, right? They buy 3 different products. So all of a sudden, you're increasing the scale or the amount of money that somebody is spending. So that's what a product ecosystem really is thinking in terms of ecosystems instead of a single product business. Now, if we look at an idea bank for you to do this in your own business, let's say you run a dental marketing business, okay? So you're doing services for dentists. Something maybe not as fun, could be boring, could be fun, but you're running a marketing service for dentists. So how do you structure a product ecosystem for that? Well, let's say we start out with the service part. So one of it could be the service that you're providing. This could be the coaching, the consulting, maybe the do-it-for-you kind of thing that you're providing those businesses. One of it could be, hey, we'll set up the website for you. So again, you're generating and making revenue. The other part of that leg of that business could be, hey, well, I'll sell you some training. So it could be training in terms of ebooks, or books. It could be courses. It could be software training to training for the team. It could be team training. So all of this could fit under training. So depending on, hey, are you more of a tech marketing company, or are you more of a training company, or are you more of a service company for these dentists? Another thing is you could be selling packs. Let's say, hey, well, I have these packs or templates that are already done for you on Facebook, on Twitter, so you don't have to make those. Hey, here's our 300 pack of tweets that you could just pull out. Here's our 500 pack of Facebook images that you could use and just copy and paste. And we only sell 5 of these to 5 dentists, and they have to be in different states. So that way it's not the same dentist doing the same tweets. So in either case, you can see how now you're creating not just, hey, one service for dentists. It's now I'm stacking multiple things of what can I do, what can I offer for these dentists, for the practice owners. And I'm thinking about scale, growth, and retention. That's the next step. All right, so as I look at scaling and growing and retention, I'm looking at, how do I go ahead and increase these things? Now, I'm going to tie these two together. So here's my tip for you. How is money made when it comes to the business? How can you make more money? Well, you can, number one, you can increase the number of customers. Okay. Number two, you can increase the dollar value of that product. So let's say instead of a product costing $50, now it's $500 or $75. Or number three, that customer is just with you longer in time, right? So this is kind of what you want to think about is, okay, well, do I need to get more customers? And that's what most people really focus on. Do I want to increase the dollar value or the cost for the end user or reduce your own expenses? Or number three, keep them longer, time value of a customer. So if I'm looking at scaling and growth and I have these three things in mind, well, I have to also think about, okay, well, how do I go about increasing the customers? Well, that's, let's say, a whole different video on its own. But when I think about increasing the product value of scale and growth, this is what most people don't think about, is they have this product suite. If we look at our product ecosystem, but their product suite is all, let's say, of all ebooks. So if you're selling ebooks, well, the price is all the same level. Instead, what you want your product ecosystem to really do is the cost of these products should slowly continue to grow with time. So if you look at these different products, you have maybe one product over here, okay, that basically, okay, this could be a $10 product. Okay, another product over here could be a $50 product. Another product could be a $100 product. So you're always trying to ramp up these products to a higher level. Now, you could look at it in terms of also a pyramid is one of the visuals that I like to use. So you always have people at the free level. So like this video that you're watching, it's at the free level. This is at the base, okay? The next level could be, it could be, let's say, an ebook. So that could be maybe at a $10, $5 level, depending on your niche or your market. Really, this starts to become looking like a pyramid. Okay, so as we draw this out, we have kind of our ebook. Then maybe you have a let's say $40 product, which this could be your templates that you're selling or some kind of course or mini course. It could be a coaching session, but normally that would go a little bit higher. So let's say $200 for coaching or a one-on-one session for an hour. Then you could go into more like a seminar or a one-day event with them. So you start thinking about stacking these levels higher and higher and higher. So you go from free to the next higher to the next higher. And some of these things, I mean, for some people, depending on the industry that you're in, this could be a $10,000, let's say, annual program, right? It could be a $50,000 annual program. You know, the sky's the limit. And then in here you have other levels. It could be $5,000, $1,000, $500, $200, $100, $5 book. You know, so they all kind of stem upward as you're building your pyramid. But that's what the ecosystem looks like. And it's not just about having one book. Now, at the beginning, you might try a few things, right? You start out with the free things because that's where most people will be at. Then you'll have, let's say you have 1,000 people that do the free thing. Then you might have 700 that do the book. You might have 500 that do then the next one. So there's always going to be less and less people. It's kind of like, you know, there's less professional athletes, whereas you might have 50,000 kids in one state playing football or soccer, but then maybe 5 of those actually only become professionals. So at each level, there's always less and less people because the concentration of focus is less and less as you get to deeper learning because you have to stay with it longer. So it's just natural to slowly diminish that. So in either case, so you might have only 100 people that attend the seminar and maybe 5 people that give you $10,000 a year, but now you got a product suite. So in either case, now you have a product suite. So what I went ahead and did was redraw this for you. So you can see, let's say making YouTube videos, this is all free, right? And then an ebook could be $5 to $10. And then you have a course, and then you could input templates. I mean, for some of these, you could switch depending on your value, but you're constantly trying to stack that value lever. You could do webinars, coaching programs, and seminars. And remember, within these, you have, you know, multiple books that you could be creating, right? It's not just one book. Within the courses, again, the same thing. You got multiple courses that could be created. And some of these courses could be $49, others could be $97, others could be $297. You know, you're stacking it at different levels. So you're spreading out all your different products at different areas, creating this product suite and just constantly building, you know, more products in your suite, all kind of related to your core business. That's ultimately the goal, to where now you're getting revenue from all sorts of different streams and all sorts of different areas. Because if you just have one book, right? If you just got this one book and you're just trying to sell that book or that one single product and you're trying to rely on that, which many people do, that, hey, I got this one golden product, it's going to be great, just like the hacky sack guy made millions, or just like that guy made millions from that one product. Yeah, that's all nice, and that's a good fantasy, and it does happen to people, you know, on a lot of TV shows. Hey, they got this one product, and it makes them millions, and that's fantastic. But when you look at a real business, in terms of making it more likeliness of success, it's having a core of products. It's having a suite of products, and that's really what you want to start thinking about. All right, so thank you so much for joining me in this week's episode. I hope you found it helpful, insightful, and you learned something. And if you did and you want to stay up to date with my videos, courses, books, and things that I plan to release, then get on the newsletter list by clicking the link on this page or in the description below, and you'll be added to the newsletter list, so that way you get notified when new goodies are coming out. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.